welcome back. It's going to be right there. We're in the kitchen with Little Mama, a.k.a. Katrina Golden with Little Mama Sweets and Treats, and she's acting like she's a stranger and she doesn't know what camera to look at by now.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
This is like your 10th time on the show, right?
Right. I'm like, which one am I supposed to look at? That's okay, though.
No, it's good to have you, especially on National Strawberry Sundae Day. So everyone at home, you know what we're making. So Katrina, tell us, what goes into making the perfect sundae?
Well, what goes into making a perfect sundae, you start with ice cream. You know, you want to get, a good quality ice cream. So, of course, I got Kroger ice cream today because to me it's all the same. It doesn't really matter to me one way or the other. But for strawberry sundae, you want to start with fresh strawberries if possible.
Yes.
And of course, I couldn't find any. They're like, I went to the store and I'm like, everybody's eating up all the strawberries right now. What is this?
They all know it was Strawberry Sundae Day.
It's been hot. People are at the pool.
Yes. And, a lot of the summer fruits like your peaches, your strawberries, even your mangoes, grapes, things like that, things that can stay cold for a little while. Sure. People grab those, put them in their coolers and take them to the pool, take them to the beach or whatever. So you're not going to find a lot of that stuff unless you go to a roadside spot.
Okay, we'll see. Now, not only are we enjoying strawberry sundaes, you've got the pound cake.
Yes.
You got to have, something like a basis, right?
Right.
So, okay, so how do you make a good pound cake for this?
Now, a good pound cake. Now you're talking my language.
She said, all right, ice cream, strawberries.
Script on this, didn't we? All right.
Well, a good pound cake, you start with butter, flour, eggs. Well, a pound cake, first of all, it's kind of nowadays is a misnomer because a pound cake weighs more than a pound. But and we'll put more than a pound on you, I'm sure.
You heard it here first.
But the reason that the pound cake is called a pound cake is because back in the day, before we had all these modern conveniences of actually measuring everything, you measured things by the pound. So you had a pound of butter, a pound of eggs, a pound of sugar, and a pound of flour. And then you threw it all together in your mixer, and voila, you get this pound cake. But there is a method to the madness. You have to make sure that, if you're going to make a pound cake, do not rush. There's no rushing a pound cake at all. Otherwise, you'll come up with a mess. Trust me, it's a huge mess. So you're going to start off with your butter and your sugar. And you're going to cream those together until it's light and fluffy. It's going to look like clouds in your mixer. If you got a hand mixer or a stand mixer, it's going to, that's going to take about a good 10, sometimes 15 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
So you can't. This is not something you can just rush. Sure. If you need a cake in a hurry, a pound cake's not it. So you cream those together. Then you add your eggs. It's 6 eggs for a regular pound cake, or in this instance, we're making we made a cream cheese pound cake. So it's 3 sticks of butter. Not quite a pound, but it's 3 sticks of butter. Okay,
butter.
I know, butter. 3 cups of sugar, okay? And then you cream those together, make sure it's light and fluffy, and then you add your eggs one at a time, okay? Don't add your eggs all at the same time, one at a time. Yes, it's gonna, again, we gotta take our time, right? Then you add your cream cheese. You get all that in there, make sure everything's room temperature. Life is easier for you when things are room temperature. Your mixer doesn't have to work as hard. And then at the very end, you're gonna add your flour. Okay, and then that's that point, everything else you can mix it and mix and mix it, go get a cup of coffee or whatever and come back and let it still mix, But once you put your flour in, you don't want to over mix. Once the flour is incorporated, you leave it in there. You're done. And then you put it in your pan, grease and flour your pan, a regular bundt pan works. Put it in the oven for 325 for an hour and a half. And then you come up with a pound cake that looks something like this.
Through the magic of television.
Through the magic of television, a pound cake that looks something like this. Okay, and what we're going to add to it, our twist on the strawberry sundae, is my husband's a truck driver, and he was, during his travels, he was somewhere up north, East Coast, something like that, and they had the sundae on a pound cake, on a slice of pound cake. And he says that was the best strawberry sundae he's ever had in life. I'm like, oh, really? We can recreate that.
Let's see what I can do.
Katrina's going, those are fighting words.
They don't call us Little Mama Sweets and Treats for
You
nothing.
haven't been home in a while, and that's not funny.
Right. So we made a cream cheese pound cake, and he says, well, it's just, pound cake with some ice cream. We got our ice cream over here and stuff too. And, with some ice cream and put the strawberries on top of it. So we're going to do that.
Yay.
Okay.
I know Cliff's been waiting. He's like,
They always say,
quit talking, lady.
Well, for a second, wait a minute. Now, a second ago, she was like, you can't waste time. You can't, do it fast. She keeps looking at me when she's saying that. Like I cook.
You're happy when you're dancing a little bit. Haven't even had any yet.
So now, can you pair just about, what can you pair with pound cake?
Everything.
That's-
There's
I
not
like
too
that.
much you can't do with a regular pound cake.
Definitely with the ice cream.
Yes, definitely with ice cream.
Okay.
I like this. Ooh, okay.
And like you said, it's room temperature is the best way to go. So
Right.
you're not overtaxing or anything like that.
Not at all.
Okay.
Would you say this is something that, you can get the kids involved with? Or do you
Oh,
think
most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
You make
They-
them stir. That's what you-
And to make the strawberry reduction, as my son would say, it's just strawberries. Yeah, my son's over there. Strawberries, sugar, some lemon. He heats his up over the stove. I put mine in a blender,
Okay.
and then warm it up a little later.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're
There shall
excited.
be dining this morning.
So,
Thank you.
and there you go.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Well, cheers really quick.
And there's one more thing.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's
Give me
more.
that.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. I know.
Oh,
Can't wait much longer.
No, yes.
It's coming.
Not the whipped cream.
How could we forget that?
Here,
There you
let's see
go.
if they can get a close up
Yeah,
of
you
how this
gotta have
looks
that.
really.
Check that out. Oh, yeah.
That looks
yeah.
great
Oh, yes.
Don't you just love that?
And it won't last long, I can guarantee you.
at all. We'll be serving that at the Augusta Commons for a Candlelight Music Series. We'll be there.
Sunday?
And,
Okay.
yeah, on Sunday night. So we'll be there, and you can have one of those at our trailer. Come see us.
Mama loves pound cake. All right.
Zayna hasn't stopped yet. She's like, this is great.
Where can people go to get more information? That's all we can say right now.
You can go to lilmamasweets.com to get more information. This is not on the menu. However, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. Our itinerary is posted there. Follow us on social media, and you'll see where we're going to be next.
All
You-
right.
you better-
She said this isn't on the menu. Just
better
ask
put
for
this on
the
the menu.
morning mix special.
That's
She'll
it.
know. The
That's
morning
it.
mix
The
special.
morning mix special.
Okay. I love this. And I
Okay,
just
we
want to
got-
point out the pound cake's a little warm right now, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
I love anything, like if it's a brownie, warm.
Yes.
So that if you're eating it with ice cream, you just have that like nice balance. So
Yep.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for making my Friday.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, my God, they're going to make me talk now. Okay, fine. All right, so we hit